Hey guys, welcome back to the Game Replay. I'm David the Usher. The game we're playing is Final Fantasy X HD Remaster for the Sony PlayStation 4, and I got myself some decaf coffee. Ah, good stuff. Excellent. Very good. Right, Bailey? Yeah. Hey, do you guys want to know how I do my syncs at the beginning of every video, but I cut it out? I start here at the menu, and then, I don't know, I don't even have to say anything, but I say, here's the sync, just so I can see my voice bar on my Audacity thing there, you know? Hey, look, I'm looking at my voice. Now I'm talking louder, and the lines get wavier and louder. But here's how I do my sync, like this. Can you hear my fingers hitting the button? You should, because it's right up to the microphone. So, what do you mean, sync, Dave? Well, I record my video and my commentary on different tracks. I line them up in post-editing, and that's how I do it, with the click of the button. Final Fantasy games are great for that, because of the menu. Love it. Oop. Alright. Man! So now you know. I've never done that in one of my walkthroughs. I've explained it in, like, I don't know, a live stream, or maybe I have even explained it in a walkthrough before, but I never actually have done, like, the whole, you know, clickety-clackety here, you know? So now you know just a little bit more about what I do, perhaps. I hate these people right here. This is the situation at hand. A hand. I'll give you a hand. In the form of a fist in your face. Guado are tall, aren't they? Seem to be, usually. So, okay. We're making our way up towards Guado Salam. This looks like something right here, doesn't it? Look. Look at that. There's like a thing there right on the ground. I don't think I ever noticed that. It's not an Albed primer. It's nothing. Why is there like a discoloration, though? It's just another one of Dave the Usher's observations, right? Okay, so... right. The person who attacked us. And wait a minute, this person looks familiar after all. Is it her?
You're not dead? Huh?
Thought I was done for back there.
Ah! Riku! You're Riku! Hey! You're okay! How you been?
Terrible.
Yeah, you don't look so good. What happened?
You beat me up, remember?
Huh? Oh, that Machina? That was you?
Oh, that really hurt, you know. You big meanie.
Wait, but you attacked us!
Nuh-uh. It's not exactly what you think.
Yo! Friend of yours.
And you could say that.
Pleased to meet ya. I'm Riku.
Yuna? Lulu? I told you about her, remember? She was the one who helped me before I was washed up on Besaid. She's an Bhed.
Wow, so you like all your life. What luck meeting here, huh? Praise be to Yevon. So, Riku, you look a little beat up. You okay?
Waka.
Huh? What?
There's something we need to discuss.
Oh, go ahead.
Girls only. Boys, please wait over there.
Right. Sorry, Waka.
Huh? What? Ah.
Sir Orin, I would like Riku to be my guardian.
Show me your face.
Huh?
Look at me.
Oh, okay.
Open your eyes. As I thought.
No good?
Are you certain?
100%. So, anyway, can I?
If Yuna wishes it.
Yes, I do.
Riku's a good girl. She helped me a bunch.
Well, I'm for it. The more the merrier.
Righto! Then I'll just have to be the merriest.
It was strange. Even though Waka had always hated the Bhed,
Riku, at your service.
he never realized Riku was one of them.
So much I want to say right there. Well, Riku has just joined our party for the second time, and, oh man, she's weak. But don't worry, she catches up pretty fast. So much I want to say. Well, our party is complete. That's it. We got everybody. That's our set. Set for the rest of the game. What's cool about the HD remake, the PS3, PS4, HD release of Final Fantasy X is they really clean up Riku's eyes. In the PS2 version, yeah, they're green with that swirl and all because she's Bhed, right? Yeah. But in the PS2 version, well, they're green and they have the swirl and it looks really like kind of weird and freaky.
Oh, a treasure chest. I wonder what's inside.
I forgot about this. Treasure chests in battles use the special ability Steal. We've already done this to open treasure chests found on a battlefield. Maybe not with chests, but I mean, come on. We've used her. We know she can steal. She can throw things. Be careful. The battle will end as soon as your foes are defeated, and any unopened treasure chest will be lost. Also, attacking a treasure chest will destroy it and all its contents. I want to destroy it. So yeah, you steal. She's the thief.
Yahoo! You should know, I'm scary when I get mad. I'm gonna use that item I just got on you. You'll be sorry.
And we know about mixing, right? Well, kinda. Riku's overdrive mix allows her to combine two items in stock and create various special effects. The results are unknown until the items are actually mixed. Try mixing the two bomb cores you just found and see what happens. Alright, so this is like an ability we've seen before sometimes. No, I'm gonna mix a power sphere and a mana sphere. I'll do what I want. Frag grenade! Buka!
What did you just do?
That was great!
I can combine items and use them like this. It's not that tough, really.
So yeah, look at her eyes. They look way better. They cleaned her up, eyes-wise. And yeah, I don't know, it just looks better. They're still green, and they actually do kind of have that swirl effect, but it's less, like, what, prominent or whatever? So about Riku. Yeah, she's that Final Fantasy character, or that, like, anime character, whatever. She's that character that's, like, the annoying one. But is she really that annoying? She can be, and at times she is. But it could be way worse. Come on. It could be way worse. She's all right. She's Riku. She's this Final Fantasy game's young girl character with all the peppiness and all the, I don't know, whatever. You know, all the Final Fantasy games have them. Like, you know, where are you going first? Like Final Fantasy, oh man, it goes all the way back so far. What was the first one to do it? You know, with that kind of...
Live and let live.
Man, I don't even think Rita counts. I mean, kinda, but no. No, I don't think so, because she wasn't like that. She was very different. Yeah, Rita, a very underrated character in Final Fantasy IV. Because at first she was like a child, like a really small child. She was that girl character. Probably the youngest girl character we ever really had. Because she was like...
Live and let live.
She was a real kid, man. And, I don't know, she was very soft-spoken, right? And just kind of, I don't know, like a typical kid. She wasn't all peppy and annoying and like, hey, look at me! And then, of course, she became like an adult because of game stuff. You know, certain game events. And then, nah, she wasn't ever like that. I guess Realm, right? Final Fantasy V with, what was that character's name? I think it might be 5. But you know me with 5, I'm more unfamiliar with that game because they didn't release it here in North America. Damn you. Squaresoft, damn you. What was her name in 5? What was that character? So since I don't know enough, I really can't say, but maybe 5. As far as I know, 6 with Realm. You know, she was like that peppy girl character. But she wasn't that bad either. She wasn't annoying. Alright, so we've arrived at Guado Salam. The Guado live inside a tree. This is a tree trunk, I don't know. Kind of looks like the entrance of a big tree, right? You would think there would be chests in like these little nooks, but I believe there's nothing. I'm just gonna look anyway because, you know me. So Final Fantasy VI, Realm, she was fine. Final Fantasy VII, Yuffie. She could be a little annoying, but overall, you know, I like Yuffie. She was fine, right? Final Fantasy VIII, Selphie. Oh, I don't know about that one, folks. Ooh, it's getting worse. It keeps on getting worse, right? Ooh. Final Fantasy IX with, Echo. Yeah. I don't know. I don't hate any of them. Not really. Well, anyway, into the tree trunk we go.
We have been expecting you, Lady Yuna. Welcome to Guado Salam. This way, my lady. This way.
Me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, I beg your pardon. I am called Trommel Guado. I am in the direct service of our leader, the great Seymour Guado. Lord Seymour has very important business with Lady Yuna.
Business with me? Whatever could it be, I wonder?
Please, come inside the manor. All will be explained. Of course, your friends are also welcome.
Twist our arms, why don't you? Ah, I almost forgot.
Alright, another tutorial with customizing equipment. Now that Riku has joined the party, you can customize weapons and armor. Let's take a look, real quick. I believe it's the second to last tutorial. Second to last. Customize is used to upgrade weapons and armor by adding abilities to them. Items are needed to customize and add abilities to gear. First, choose the gear to customize. And note that some weapons and armor cannot be customized. If any of the slots in the abilities window shown at the bottom left of the screen are empty, that gear can be customized. If an item has no empty slot, it cannot be customized. There is also gear that cannot be customized no matter what. Now, after selecting the gear to customize, a list of available abilities for that gear is displayed. The amount of items needed for the procedure is displayed at the top right of the screen. On the left is the amount of items currently in stock. On the right are the amount of items left after customization. Items are spent when gear is customized. Abilities for which there are insufficient items are displayed in gray and cannot be selected. Not enough items, so when you select an ability to add, you are asked to confirm the procedure. Select yes, duh. Some gear get new names after customization. Customization or customization? So this concludes the customization tutorial. And actually, this is kind of useful for equipment, you know, armor, weapons. It really helps out customizing this stuff. It's a good thing to do.
What would you do without me?
Okay, so this is Guado salami. Good stuff. Anyone eating salami right now? Couple things I want to say real quick. We just met a new character, Trommel Guado. He's very interesting and I don't know. He's got a funny way about him, and he's interesting. He's an interesting guy. Trommel Guado is voiced by Corey Burton. Corey Burton, who's an awesome legend voice actor. Corey Burton voiced like Shockwave in the original The Transformers cartoon back in the day. Shockwave, yeah, going back to Shockwave again. David Sobolov as Transformer Prime Shockwave, and now even though Sobolov has nothing to do with this game, but Corey Burton voiced the original Shockwave. And speaking of Shockwave again and Transformers, hey, did you know I'm a fan of that? I've just been reading the original Transformers classic comics, finally getting that off my bucket list. I'm going through them, and I mean, I've always read things online, bits and pieces, so I know certain things, but really reading them for the first time, it's kind of cool how different it is, you know? A lot of differences, and you know who's different? Shockwave is so different. His comic counterpart is so different from the Shockwave in the cartoon that Corey Burton voiced. And man, I hate comic Shockwave. He really pisses me off, man. He's just, I don't know, I just hate him. And he butts heads against Megatron. He tries to take over, and sometimes he does. And he's the leader, and yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Just crazy. I don't know. He has this attitude, and it pisses me off. Although it's not like cartoon Transformer Shockwave was so great. He was just so, he was the exact opposite. He was so loyal to Megatron, just like, yes, Megatron. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. Some of you have no idea. That's okay.
Care to hear about the Farplane or the Pyreflies?
Tell me about the Farplane.
The Farplane's the place where Pyreflies born from ascending gather. They appear in the shape of people who've died and gone to the far plane. Quite the phenomenon. How I wish I understood it more fully. The owl Bhed have a theory, you know. They say the Pyreflies are just reacting to visitors' thoughts and dreams. But only the dead appear on the far plane. No image of the living has ever been seen. It's a great mystery, but maybe the dead leave a bit of themselves in the hearts of the living. And that little bit borrows the Pyreflies' power for their paranormal performance. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say, is that.
Oh, of course! Makes total sense. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say, is that.
Care to hear about the Farplane or the Pyreflies?
Tell me about the Pyreflies.
They may be called Pyreflies, but they aren't really flies, you see. They're those lights you see whenever a fiend dies. The little fellows are responsible for a few fantastic phenomena. Visions of the past, spheres, fiends, these are all the Pyreflies doing. In fact, Pyreflies have something to do with aeons, too. The dreams of the faith reach through the spirit of the summoner. And that which is unreal becomes real for all to see. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say, is that.
And that's a really good piece of information right there. Now we know about the Farplane, now we know about the Pyreflies. At least a little more so. We know what's up with all that. Oh, this happened a while back now, but I'm still gonna point it out because I kept on forgetting and then scenes kept on happening. During the Moonflow action, when we had like cutscenes, the last one being with Riku, the background with the clouds going by, and it was just kind of like, it had a very cool color scheme, you know, like the sun was setting and it was very cloudy and the clouds were moving. Not all the time, do the clouds move, you know, in the background or whatever. But the clouds were moving, and it just looked really cool, and it had a cool mood setting. So yeah, during those moonflow scenes, there were like heavy clouds too, like heavy. So it's like it was gonna rain or something. I don't know. It just had a very cool look to it. We Guado helped the warrior monks patrol the roads beyond. Why wouldn't we do all we can for the good of Spira? Someday when the Crusaders regroup, we'll want them to help us too. Okay, folks, so this is Guado Salami, and now I'm going to be talking to a lot of Guado, and I'm going to tell you right now, it will become apparent very soon, shortly, that the Guado have like this real chip on their shoulder. I don't know, kind of as if, and hints were dropped beforehand, like, it's not like they were isolated, but it seems like they, you know, let the Ronso deal with Ronso problems, that kind of thing, you know, let the Guado deal with Guado problems. I don't know. It's races, right? It's about the races. That race, you live over there, we'll live over here, right? That's how it works. But, and I think we heard a little bit about how Seymour, you know, being a mixture of both human and Guado, it's kind of like, you know, blending things together and, I don't know, bringing the two races of humans and Guado together, or Guado and everyone else together, basically. But yeah, the Guado kind of have this complex, and we'll see. We'll see. Let's talk to everybody.
Oh, how fare you, Sir Guardian? It seems that Maester Seymour has returned to Guado Salam. He's young, but he deserves our respect.
How fare you? How fare you? Ugh, I hate that phrasing. How fare you?
The Maester is also the High Priest of Macalania Temple. So, he administers both the temple and Guado affairs. I hope to get an audience with Maester Seymour myself.
Why? 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 What are you gonna say? Why? What for? What's gonna happen? And then what? Well, you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you so much for destroying that Bhed contraption. Those heathens are despicable. I feel so relieved now. And yeah, scapegoated Bhed. You know, for a time, the Guado probably felt ostracized and kind of like outcast type of people, right? So now that they're kind of being brought in, and now they have like a Guado Maester, right? Then, you know, hey, now we're in the inner circle, we're in the clique. We're in the groove. Let's join with the whole scapegoating of these Bhed. Let's just hate them for hateful sake. If you see any more of those Bhed, you go ahead and beat them right up. Yeah, just totally scapegoating the Bhed. The Guado welcome all guests. Would you like to rest here? Maybe later. Very well. Come back anytime. Well, it looks like Machen wants to rest. He's like, no, I don't think so. Out of the way, I'm Machen. I know stuff. I'm staying here. Just pushes me aside. Okay, nothing else in here. So, Guado Salam's not small, teeny tiny, but it's not huge. And there's people to talk to, and we're gonna do that. I like talking to the people here. A ferocious storm is ripping through the Thunder Plains. Please, remain inside. Okie dokie. So that's the manor. Lord Seymour's manor. And we're not gonna go in yet. Because there's Guado to talk to. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to the map a little. Some of these nooks and corners can kind of be overlooked, I feel. Now look at that. See? I suppose you think we look odd, don't you? Oh, that's fine. We Guado are used to that sort of thing. But if you ask me, you humans look absolutely disgusting. Still, what does it matter? Such nonsense is beneath us, no? Once a human child simply looked at me and then burst into tears. That hurt. Dude, didn't that tell you? What was I telling you guys? Ooh, come on, man. Well, like, okay, but thanks for saying how we look absolutely disgusting. That's so nice. Since embracing Yevon, we Guado have learned the joy that is Blitzball. I hope that the people of Spira will find peace through Blitzball. And yeah, we can sign you, Oda Guado. And he's signed with the Glories. Hey, you look normal and sane. Probably not crazy at all. Humans! Humans! A summoner and her guardians! Wait, I know! What the hell was that about? Okay, whatever, man. Oh no, is this the annoying house? No, I think that's on the right side. Yeah. Which one is this? Oh, there's a primer. We'll get that. Good stuff. You find it difficult telling us Guado apart, don't you? I suppose you think we all look the same. Well, there's not a lot of character models of you in this game. Like, several. I mean, come on. Eventually, yeah, you start looking at... I've talked to all of you just recently anyway, out there. You keep reappearing. It's not my fault. Blame the game designers. Actually, we Guado tend to have trouble telling one human from another, too. Alright, well, that's great, man. I'd love to step away from the Guado Glories and play for a different team once in a while. Why, if they paid me enough, I'd even play for the Bhed. Oh, isn't that nice? He's about the money. That makes sense, man. Money! As sole protectors of the Farplane, the Guado are the supreme race of Spira. We are fundamentally different from the populous humans and the hulking Ronso. But that's an old story. Now the Guado seek harmony with other races. Seems like an old story. It's like you totally forgot about it, right? You forgot that story. Story? Let us welcome human and Ronso without prejudice. Yeah, no prejudice here. Say, you play for the Besaid Aurochs. You're Titus, right? I saw you at the tournament. Let's blitz sometime. Those fiends really made a mess. Some of my teammates were badly hurt. Pa Guado! Yeah, some of the Glories are here. Actually, I think all of them. And maybe a couple of Guado free agents. So we took care of business here. This is Nav Guado. It's called endurance training. Stay out of my way. What do you want? I'll face you in the sphere pool soon enough. I like Nav Guado, I don't know why. Nav Guado. He's the Guado Glories' center. We Guado protect the Farplane so the dead can rest in peace. Ugh. Although we Guado differ from humans in appearance, our respect for the dead is the same. People come to Guado Salam from every corner of Spira to see their loved ones again. Yeah, so even though I was saying how they're like ostracized or this and that, I mean, it's like, you know what, Guado Salami is like a tourist attraction, isn't it? It really is. You probably get sick of it, you know, everyone's coming here to see the Farplane and do Farplane stuff, whatever. Probably get sick of it, man. Probably like Hawaii. Right? Hey, Hawaiians! Any Hawaiians watching? I've never been to Hawaii myself, but I don't know, man. I hear things that, like, Hawaii's just like, well, you know, like, they just kind of get tired of all the tourist stuff. Like, it's all about tourism, or I don't know. What do I know? Like I said, I haven't been to Hawaii. But whatever. Hi, Awaka. How you doing?
Oh.
Let's chat, man.
I tell you, these Guado merchants are shrewd. Ripping off the pilgrims that come to visit the Farplane. Listen, you watch that they don't get you, too. Me you can trust. More than a Guado, at least. What do you say?
Weapons? Boppity bop 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 bop. And not now. My husband has long served as a guardian to the leaders of the Guado. These days, he accompanies Lord Seymour all over Spira. We imagine Lord Seymour will rise to great glory in Spira. Ah, one of Lady Yuna's guardians. How may I help you today? Let me see your weapons. Boppity bop 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 bop. And yeah, you're gonna want to buy a lot of these lightning ward stuff because of battles ahead. And yeah, Owaka's prices are way better. Please return anytime. Well, he seems nice though. You know, maybe it's not his decision to sell all that stuff at those prices, you know? Give him a break. Oh boy, this place. It smells like old people in here, or old Guado. Lord Seymour instructs the Guado youth on numerous subjects. Thanks to him, I learned about Yevon's teachings and the history of Spira. Lord Seymour is a great teacher. He explains everything quite clearly. The elders just won't give up the old tongue. I keep telling them how unseemly it is babbling like that to guests. It's just what old folks do, I guess. Please, take no offense. Alright, so items, no, I don't think so. We got the primer. Good day, traveler. Prithee forgive us our antiquated prattling. Thou seemst weary, good traveler. Wouldst thou sit and rest thy feet a while? Ah, belike my speech perplexes thee. 'Tis old Guado I speak, a tongue seldom heard within even Guado Salam now. A dying breed we are, speakers of the old tongue. I fear this precious legacy hath but little time remaining. Thou. Where's Cyan when you need him? Once all Guado spoke the old tongue. But when Lord Chiskel brought us to the light of Yevon, the old tongue fell out of favor with many, and suffers now a slow demise. The youth laugh upon us as stale old relics who lived too much in the past. Many Guado shun the old tongue, favoring instead the speech of foreign tribes. 'Tis a pity, verily. Ah, the old Guado. Oh, those old Guado. Let's see, any more houses? Or I think we talked to everybody. Yeah. Went there. Oh, I didn't want to do that. How fare you? God, Shalinda, you talk like old Guado. What's up with that? Shut up. How fare you? Ugh, don't give me that. Oh, Nav. Oh, we talked to you too, right? Yeah. Man, that one right there. You humans look disgusting! And then, of course, this is the entrance to the Farplane. Present yourself to Lord Seymour before approaching the Farplane. Alright, sorry there, Bhed. Okay, guys, so right before we go into the manor, I'm gonna save, and, yeah, good stuff. The Guado Manor. Lord Seymour. What's gonna happen here? Interesting stuff. Could have some crazy story events on our way. But yeah, calling it a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Of course, leave me those comments. Tell me what you think. Like always, guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. The links are in the video description. I'm Dave the Usher for the Game Replay. Stay tuned for the next part of Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. I'll see you guys next time. I am out.